So welcome to the off season. This is part one of a couple clips I'm going to be recording. I'm going to be recording this over a few days, just starting part of the off season. So it looks like we have to fill some holes in our staff, player personnel. That's it. Or do we have to fill any holes? Why would it say fill holes when there's nothing to fill? I have nobody to fire because there was no player personnel thing there before. We are going to use this though, which increases our draft trades, which is definitely going to come into play into this offseason, let me tell you. All right, so we're going to advance through the postseason week by week and then break down all the games. So that's the first thing we're going to do here. Let's see who took care of business. Actually, first, let me just go through stats of our guys. Daniel Jones, 35 touchdowns, 22 picks, 4,300 yards, 67%. Overall, pretty solid season for Daniel Jones. Barkley, 334 in carries, 1,637 yards, and 11 touchdowns. Did not drop the football once. Daniel Jones fumbled it 3 times, 500 yards, 6 rushing touchdowns. Kenny Golladay is our leading receiver in terms of yardage, 1,100 yards, almost 1,200, 6 touchdowns. Sterling Shepard was the touchdown leader with 10. Barkley was our catch leader with 71, 584 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then you had Evan Ingram up there in catches and yardage, 5 touchdowns. Shepard had 857. Kadarius Toney ended up with 451. Didn't really play at all at the beginning of the season. Slayton ended up with 327, 5 touchdowns across the board. Sacks given up. Solder was the big hole in the offensive line. We're going to look to address that in the offseason, as I stated earlier. Odenigbo, 9 sacks. Overall, a solid season. Ojulari is a rookie, 6 sacks. Pretty solid. You love to see it. Bradbury, 5 interceptions. Adoree Jackson, 4. They were the 2 guys, the ball hawks, along with Akudo with 2. Tackles for loss. Dexter Lawrence didn't get a whole lot of sacks, but he was making plays behind the line of scrimmage. That's always great to see. Graham Gano missed 3 field goals at the end of the season. Ended up missing 4 extra points. So like I said, he was really good early in the season, struggled towards those last couple games. Didn't look at the end of the season, though. Riley Dixon, 50 punts, 1,800 yards. Did not have any crazy kick returns or anything like that. Overall, just a solid baseline season to know where we have to get to improve. Daniel Jones obviously led the league in interceptions. Patrick Mahomes almost threw for 50 touchdowns. He's already done that in his career. Back in 2018, his first year as a starter. But he had very similar numbers to that MVP season. Threw for over 5,000 yards by 213 yards. 2 less touchdowns in his MVP season and only 1 more interception. I don't know how he isn't the MVP, but I'll get to where we should see who the MVP is going to be. They had Amara as the MVP listed earlier in the season. I don't know if that has changed just yet. I don't know what his receiving stats look like. Russell Gage had a really good season. Claypool had a good season. Great year for Kyle Pitts as a rookie. Big kind of comeback year there for Jarvis Landry. He struggled the last couple seasons. Good to see him kind of get back on track. The Chargers offensive line, the 2 tackles struggled a lot. Maybe that's why they sucked. Maybe their offensive line is that horrendous. Aaron Donald, 16 sacks. Myles Garrett, Frank Clark. Chandler Jones had 15.5. J.J. Watt had 15. Justin Lane, 5 picks. Levante David, 5 picks. Humphries and Bradbury all with 5 picks. And those were your interception leaders this season. So let me break down. Let's go check out yearly awards and see who is... Like I said, Amara was the front runner. I don't know why. I think Patrick Mahomes all around had the best season out of anybody. Coach of the Year, Mike McCarthy. Offense Player of the Year, Lamar Jackson. I don't understand why he would be ahead of Patrick Mahomes after the year Patrick Mahomes had. But he is. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback, though. NFC. We'll go back to the awards that really matter. So Offense Player of the Year, Alvin Kamara. Makes sense. Aaron Donald, Best Defense Player of the Year. Or Defense Player of the Year. Justin Fields, Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't think Kadarius Toney ended up at 9. Ojulari ended up at 2. Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. Running back Amara. Wide receiver Evans. No Giants on there. Offensive line, we already know there's going to be no Giants. Linebackers, no Giants. Bradbury is up there for corner, as well as Adore Jackson. Kicker, Graham Gano ended up in second after that dreadful last couple games. All right, let's take a look at the week 1 of the postseason, the wild card round. We'll see how that all shaped up and how teams played. Baltimore got shut out by New England. Like I said, Cam Newton is still the starter in New England. They won 31-0 in New England. And then you got Trevor Lawrence going into Cleveland and upsetting the Browns. Kansas City takes care of Buffalo. You kind of expected that. Green Bay takes care of Carolina. You expected that. This one was kind of a toss-up. Both teams were kind of average in this game, at least. And then Dallas blows out Minnesota. You kind of expect that. So it's Jacksonville, Tennessee, the divisional matchup. Saints and Rams. Patriots and Chiefs. Packers and Cowboys. All around, really good matchups across the board. Tennessee has played very well this season. Jacksonville's kind of like the weird team in there. A lot of these teams you kind of expect to be in the playoffs. Maybe not New England just yet. But it's going to be a good couple postseason games. That's for sure. I mean, this is a good set of teams here in the playoffs. A lot of these teams ran up the score this year, and we're going to see what teams are advancing. So we get an AFC Championship rematch between Kansas City and Tennessee. This time it is in Tennessee. And Rams and Cowboys. So it looks like the Jaguars only lost by 3 to Tennessee, who absolutely killed it this year. Ryan Tannehill, 4 touchdowns. Didn't really rely on Derrick Henry as much, almost 100 yards. ETN is getting in there a little bit. James Robinson's still the man. Julio Jones had a big game. Chanel had a good game. 2 touchdowns as well. Blocking, nothing crazy in that department. Both teams both had a pick. Janoris Jenkins and Schobert. And then Bud Dupree had the lone sack. But, man. And the Rams took care of the Saints. That's kind of, I honestly would say that's an upset. The Saints were really good this year. Jameis Winston just turned over the ball. 4 touchdowns for Darrell Henderson. Wow. Wow. A lot of offensive line problems for the Saints. And the Chiefs took care of New England. I believe it's Cam Newton. Yeah, it is. So we'll see when Mac Jones finally gets the job. I don't think Sony Michel is going to be back next year. I mean, New England just got to figure out something at receiver, too. They're kind of a little slim there. And then obviously Dallas has been playing phenomenal. Looks like DiNucci threw a touchdown. Dak Prescott. Ezekiel Elliott ran the shit out of the ball. 153 touchdowns. Tony Pollard had a touchdown. Amari Cooper went over 100 easily. This Dallas team's good. We beat them, though. Just got to throw that out there somewhere. We beat them. All right, we are going to advance the week. This is Pro Bowl week. We'll see what guys are in the Pro Bowl for us. Jameis Winston's the top quarterback. Trevor Lawrence makes it as a rookie. That's pretty sweet for him. And no Saquon Barkley. Alvin Kamara, McCaffrey, and Elliott. Henry, Chubb, and Mixon. Not a whole lot of Giants. Well, none yet. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty shocked. I believe, I was gonna say Bradbury's gonna be a corner, that's for sure. But he ends up being cornerback number 2. Isaiah Oliver makes it. And yeah, I mean, Bradbury is the lone New York Giant in the Pro Bowl. Kansas City beat Tennessee by 11. 4 touchdowns for Mahomes. Hardman had a touchdown. Kelsey. Tyreek Hill had a touchdown, but he was held in check. Kansas City moves on. Dallas loses to the Rams by 6. Matthew Stafford throws for 3 touchdowns. Not really anything in the running game between both teams. They shut down Elliott. Holy shit. Darrell Henderson got shut down after a 4-touchdown game, but you already know. This is the guy who's tearing it up in real life. Cooper Kupp, 145 and a touchdown. Higbee had a nice game. And the Rams are going to the Super Bowl at home. Back-to-back years. We never saw it before. We saw it with Tampa last year for the first time. We see it with the Rams this year. So we are going to advance the week. It is Super Bowl week, and we're going to see if Patrick Mahomes can get number 2 or Matthew Stafford can get his first one in his first try. Combine grades should be out. No, it's after the Super Bowl. They bounced David Amara back to number 5 in quarterback. Yeah, he was expected to be a first-round pick. Now he's a third-round. Wow. But his talents... I might not even need to trade up. So when did that happen? Wasn't he always a first-round talent? He was always the top guy on the board. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. So we are going to advance the week. We are going to see the winner of the Super Bowl, and it is Patrick Mahomes. Wins his second. And Alvin Kamara wins MVP. Mike McCarthy, Alvin Kamara wins Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aaron Donald. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Trevor Lawrence and Jeremiah Owosu Koromoa. I still can't really pronounce his name, but great season. Patrick Mahomes, MVP. And it's just an absolute blowout in the Super Bowl. This is the Patrick Mahomes Super Bowl we've seen before. 6 touchdowns. Hilaire had 89 on the ground. And a touchdown from Jerick McKinnon on the ground. Tyreek Hill went over 100, 2 touchdowns. Marcus Robinson almost had 100 and 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns from Hilaire through the air. And it's 6 touchdown day for Patrick Mahomes and another Super Bowl ring. He's been to 3, he's won 2. Check out the retirements. Chad Henne, Richard Sherman, Calais Campbell, Malcolm Jenkins, Geno Atkins, Gerald McCoy, Richie Incognito, Damon Harrison. We lost Jason Peters. Nate Solder doesn't even need to get released. He's going to retire after an absolutely horrendous season. AJ Green, Antonio Brown, Ndamukong Suh, Steven Gostkowski, Colquitt, Jason McCourty, Fat Randy, Mercedes Lewis, Chris Hogan, Larry Fitzgerald, Adrian Peterson, Danny Amendola, Josh Norman, Frank Gore, Brian Hoyer, Delaney Walker, Dontrell Inman, Brandon Carr, Jerron Brown, Drew Stanton, Ben Roethlisberger still playing, Tom Brady still playing. 34 touchdowns, 14 picks. So he had, I don't even know if you'd say that's threw for another 500 yards, 1 more touchdown, and 4 more interceptions from 2020 where people thought he was dead. Look at his numbers from... that's a better season than the season everybody thought he tore it up back in 18. A little less passing yards, but less interceptions, same amount of touchdowns. He was sacked a shit ton more. Hell, I think he still got it. Yeah, I'm with you. Except, did they re-sign him at all? Yeah, $25 million for 1 year. All right, well, we're going to have to take a look at our re-signs. I'm going to franchise tag Peppers and see what it is. It's got to be more than 1 mil. 1 year, $6 million. 1 year, 13. I'm going to do the franchise. Well, let me actually... Whoa. Yeah, let me slow down. Lorenzo Carter I do want to bring back, but it's got to be cheap. Odenabo I definitely want to bring back. And I'm going to give him more than what he wanted. I'm giving him 7.3 over 2. And what did Blake Bortles want? 1 year, 2. I'll wait on quarterback. Harrison I'll bring back as a backup. Well, oh, okay, he is coming back. I thought he said no. I was like, that's strange. Denabo's coming back. Yeah, we're going to tag Darrell Peppers for the 13.5. And we're going to trade him. BJ Hill, I don't have the cap for. That franchise tag killed me. So we're going to advance the week. Devontae Adams is available. Jameis Winston and Cam Newton. Ben Roethlisberger's a free agent. That's what I said. I don't think he was under contract. Where was Blake Bortles getting interest from? Denver. Tanyan. Gronkowski. Keem Hicks, that's a good one. Van Der Esch. Could be heading to Washington, so you might still have to worry about him. J.C. Jackson to Pittsburgh would be big for them. All right, well, let's work on a potential deal with the Chargers and go from there. And this has been the potential trade all season that I've been talking about. Evan Ingram, Sterling Shepard, Jabril Peppers for that first overall pick. Let's make it happen. Wow. They like Adoree Jackson, though. He wasn't a part of the original plan. But what about if I go out there and get a corner? Or is Akuda good enough? If they do this, I'm down. I just don't know if they're going to actually be down. Wow. Now they're not interested in Jabril Peppers, so now I'm screwed. Because they seem interested in Slayton. So this could get the deal done. What about Shepard? Do they have more interest in Shepard than Adoree Jackson? Or then, wow. Who has the top picks in the draft? That changes everything. I really thought the Chargers would play ball with us. Raiders kind of need a safety. Don't need a tight end. None of these guys are positions they really need. So we'll see if the Raiders do it for number 4. No. Texans? Number 7, though, is not much better than what I have. Do I send a package deal to Philly? I don't think they give me number 3, especially because we're division rivals. They almost do. They'll give me number 8, though. Do I send Peppers, Slayton, and Ingram to Philly? Is there, like, no other great teams that have, well, like, no other good... How about the Falcons? Close. They do need safety. If I do a corner instead of, like, Evan Ingram, that might get it done. For the 6th overall pick. Wow, they were less interested when I pulled out Evan Ingram. I think if I pull out Slayton and throw in Jackson, they're interested. Is that worth it? I'm going to see if I can play a little ball here, though. They'll do it for this. So instead of getting rid of a receiver, I'm getting rid of a corner. No. Wow. These teams are so... trading for draft picks is honestly the hardest thing, and it makes sense. I mean, the Chargers are just straight up not interested in moving out at number 1. I mean, it doesn't matter if I throw in Shepard, right? Yeah. What if I throw in... I don't have a number 2 next year. I was going to say, what if I throw in a 1 next year? It's got to have to be like a number 10 overall pick with whatever team it is. Unless the Dolphins of South Beach are willing to play ball. For the 5th overall pick. I was going to say, that's a long shot because they don't want to either guys as much as other teams have. I mean, the only team I think we can get is Philly's 3rd or Philly's 8th overall, maybe. We're not going to get a trade done. So I'm just going to jump Peppers now. Jacksonville. Will Jacksonville give me their 2nd for Jabril Peppers? Yes. So Jabril Peppers is a part of a trade. It's for a 2nd round pick alone. And who's to say that's not the end of the trades for the Giants? What number did Jabril Peppers wear in college? He wore number 5. If 5's available, that's what I'm giving him. That's sweet. He gets to wear his college number. Can I get a 3 for Slayton? Yes. Darius Slayton's going to Cleveland. Like I said, a lot of the guys I like are like 2nd, 3rd, and 4th round guys. So if I can orchestrate some trades to get more of those picks and clear out some of these guys who are potentially gone after the season anyway. Like, I wasn't going to bring back Jabril Peppers permanently. And Slayton doesn't really fit anywhere else because of Kadarius Toney coming on the scene. So he's gonna get a chance out there in Cleveland as the number 3 guy. Obviously, a down season from last year, lost a lot of targets. I mean, look at his average yards per reception. He had 41 catches. He had 48 his rookie year, and he lost 8 yards a reception from 15.4. So maybe he'll get a chance out there in Cleveland a little bit more. He was a 5th round pick. We get a 4 out of him, or we got a 3 out of him. I mean, that's a solid receiving core, besides the fact that Odell Beckham isn't on the Browns anymore. He just got released today, so... yeah, I mean, other than that, not bad. So from all the guys I wanted to trade, I'm keeping Evan Ingram now. I'm set on that. I'm going to keep him, and that's that. So let's check and see if we have any available cap now. No, we're still minus 120K. Yeah, there's no way we can sign anybody. Saquon Barkley would be major savings, but that is your entire team. Devontae Booker, I'll get rid of. See if I can clear up anything. That's why I didn't trade him to the Colts, because I saw they were interested in Gallup, and I didn't want him just to get thrown on the bench right away, basically. Darius Slayton. If they bring in Jameis Winston, man, that's going to be something. We're Carson Wentz, though. I feel bad. I like Carson Wentz. This could be it for him. All right, so I will see you guys in the next stages of the offseason. Combine grades are out. Brandon Sears looks fine, not anything crazy. As of right now, we got 2 firsts, 2 seconds, 2 thirds, 2 fourths. We got a lot of draft picks. David Amara's combine grade is not great. Still ranked as an early first. I might not be as set on him as I thought. Foster looks good. McLean looks pretty solid. Jake Tucker, who I like, looks solid. Blythe looks solid. Haven't really scouted corners as much. Gulliver looks pretty solid. Yeah, we're in good shape right now. Let's see what the big free agent signings are thus far. Who is off the board? Devontae Adams is getting interest from Seattle. Castro, Cincinnati. Melvin Gordon, Miami. J.C. Jackson went to Indianapolis instead of Pittsburgh. Gallup went to Miami instead of Indianapolis. Tanya went to Indianapolis. Dante Jackson went to Indianapolis. Miami got Nyheim Hines. Leighton Vander Esch went to Washington. David Njoku went to L.A. Keanu Neal went to the Steelers. Uwozie went to Miami. Avonte Maddox to Washington. Jameis Winston did go to the Colts. 3 years, $43 million. John Ross goes to the Browns. They scooped him up quick. Jalen Mills to the Broncos. Trask went to Houston. Haskins goes back to Washington. Hunley to the Steelers. Dobbs to Kansas City. Heineke goes to the Cleveland. Griffin to the Rams. McSorley to Chicago. We'll see if some of these guys even make the roster. We'll see if like Houston or even the Eagles go after a quarterback in the draft. We're not even going to have really any cap to go after any free agents. We'll see where Devontae Adams lands, though. He's not going to be with Aaron Rodgers anymore. He's off the board. Where'd he go? Cincinnati. Oh, man. They have a crazy receiving core now. Holy shit. I got to check this out. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, young receiving core, and Tyler Boyd. Is Jamar Chase going to see the field? Why didn't they invest in an offensive line? They got DeCastro. You did your defense last offseason. Offensive line, Cincinnati. Yeah, we covered a lot of these already. Michelle to the Jets, where he should start because They had Le'Veon Bell this off. They brought him back for some reason. Cameron Sutton did not re-sign with the Steelers. Quan Alexander to the Texans. Panthers get Gerald Everett. Teddy Bridgewater to the Steelers. That always happens in Madden. Always. Miami signs Trubisky as a backup. The Steelers love Teddy Bridgewater in this game. A core 4 goes. They don't even have the left tackle or core 4 anymore, the Steelers. They got 2 of the top cornerbacks. All right, let's check out the recap. Some good players on the board. I'm sure Roethlisberger, yeah, he's still there. Cam Newton. Cam Newton could be an option. Like I said, I don't want to rush whoever our future quarterback's going to be. Mason Rudolph goes to Miami. Bortles to Denver. Funches to Washington. Kind of a weak offensive line class, so if you were an offensive lineman in this, you're getting paid. Randy Gregory gets paid. At least he's out of Dallas. Van Der Esch, Quinn Griffin. He got paid pretty nicely. Holy shit. Quan Alexander got paid nicely. A lot of corners. A lot of average corners. Isaiah Oliver had a really good season. Went to Buffalo there. Not too much in the safety department. Bradbury's X Factor. Or was he already? I don't remember. Daniel Jones actually regressed. Wasn't he star? So where do the Browns stand with receivers? They didn't sign. They signed Ross. They got 4 really good receivers. 5, even counting Donovan Peoples-Jones. I mean, I think he should be ranked higher than a 70, but across the board, good receiving core. It's draft day. Chargers are on the clock. They did not want to give up this first overall pick. Like I said, the Lions I was going to try to touch because they can get a quarterback. That's all on them. We have 9th overall. Where else are we at? I think we have 2 first. We have 9th and 12th, I think. Yeah. I can't make a move to get up any closer. I don't think David Amara is going to get picked very quick. I could see, honestly, I could see 3 quarterbacks going off the 2 quarterbacks going. Even 3. Hell, I could see the Falcons. Sears is going to Philly at 2. Ricky Barrett, I could see going to the Lions. Well, at least Amara's down there a little bit now, but he's going to be my 9th overall. The Chargers. Wait, who could be number 1 here? Maybe Oscar Rhodes. Did they say they need cornerbacks, though? I'm interested to see when Oscar Rhodes will go. The pick is in. Brandon Sears. Why? Why, Madden? This is what I have a problem with. They said they fixed this, and obviously they didn't. That's so dumb. And now the Lions don't go quarterback. Nathan Barner. Philly. Goes quarterback. No, they take Oscar Rhodes, and he's really good. I mean, they got a lot of... They might take a quarterback right in front of us. Vegas Raiders, I can see going left end, Greg Whitworth. Miami, I could see going offense. Yep. Jeremy Croft. That's disappointing, though, with Sears. That might have changed the entire draft right there, because I could see the Lions taking him at number 2. Falcons. Stapleton, he's really good. He's going to get, like, in the backfield fast. And maybe the Texans go quarterback? Landry Warmack. That's a name. And the Philadelphia Eagles. Do they go quarterback? No. Wide receiver Connor Hill, first wide receiver off the board. Now, here we are at number 9. No quarterbacks off the board yet. Well, let's see. Who are the top guys? I didn't do a whole lot of scouting up front. I don't have a whole lot of first-round guys on my board. He's a late first. Early first. Mid. Honestly, I think it's Jake Tucker or David Amaro. And whoever I don't take, I'm taking in a couple picks later. So we'll just go David Amaro at 9. The guy I've been waiting for all season. 76 overall hidden. 5th in true talent. Like I said, the hype was real. And it is official now at number 9. Didn't think I'd, get him any soon like that soon. I thought like I'd have to trade up and get him at number 2 or 3 or he was gone. Well, we get him at 9. We don't have to trade up. 94 throw power. .94 throw power, 85 deep, 80 medium, 86 short. What's the downfall of him? 90 or 76 speed. He's not going to get hurt. Wow. He's a balanced QB. I mean, we might have just... Wow. Home run pick right there. Home run pick. David Amara out of Oklahoma. And let's just make it official here. David Amara is going to wear number 2. What does Denver do? My next pick's Jake Tucker. I like Andrew Glover, though. Who can go before then? There's not even a whole lot of second guys. I think it's Jake Tucker. Does Denver go quarterback? Who's the next quarterback? Washington might. Ricky Barrett. And he's not very great. We'll see. Denver might go offensive line. No, Carlos Boone. The Jets, they can go anywhere because, yeah, Jeremy Andrews was a great cornerback. And we're going to go Jake Tucker here at number 12. I don't think there's any question. The offensive line needs work. We can move him around on the line. He's a 76 overall hit and 4th in true talent. So we got number 4 and 5. You guys can't really see. We got number 4 and 5 in true talent, and he was a home run pick as well. I want to know who number 1 was in true talent. But Jake Tucker will fix this offensive line. It depends on where we put him, though. Like, is he center? And we move Nick Gates somewhere else, or is he our right tackle that we've replaced Nate Solder with? Who knows? And the draft board now looks like this. Andrew Glover will most likely be my next pick. And then Justin McLean will probably be the pick after that. I have 2 seconds and 2 thirds. So it'll probably be Jonathan Foster in the 3rd round. I think it's safe to say Blythe is gone. Myers is gone. I think from here up, these 4 guys are the guys I want. And we'll see if they make it. So far, you can't complain. Washington, Jerry Armstrong. Cardinals, Trevor Hughes, left end. Philly with their 2nd pick, and is it going to be quarterback? No. Antonio Whitaker out of Michigan, 78 overall. That might be your number 1. Phillips, Ralphie Phillips. Cincinnati, middle linebacker, Hitchens. That's shocking. Pittsburgh Steelers went out and got Teddy Bridgewater. What do they do in the draft? Defensive tackle, Delonte Perriman. The Bills. Trevon Sharpton. 76 overall out of Stanford to pair with Stephon Diggs. Talk about Stephon Diggs, his former team, the Vikings, Deontay Hambrick. Cornerback, LSU. The Carolina Panthers. Artavius Wall, middle linebacker, Miami. Baltimore, 75 overall, Andrew McLean. Defensive tackle, Wisconsin. I had him on my board for a little while there. Sidney Burnett, tight end, Auburn, trying to replace Njoku going to the Chargers, I believe. So him and Hooper will pair up and go from there. Quentin Grimes, that's probably the biggest flop so far. 68 over or 69 overall. Who knows? He could has a good dev trait. Oklahoma left tackle. Jalen Ramsey. Oh my! I saw him in there, and I'm like, where is he gonna? He goes to Jacksonville. So Jacksonville has drafted 2 late Jalen Ramseys in the last 7 years now, 8 years, maybe even 6. It's hilarious. Like for what it is, that's hilarious. New England. Dante Franklin, they needed a wide receiver. They address it. We'll see how he turns out. Green Bay. Julian Sheffield, wide receiver, Michigan. The Saints. They take Ricky Barrett. Jameis Winston is out and on to Indianapolis, Ricky Barrett, 71 overall, not bad. Quarterback out of Virginia. He almost falls into the second round. Well, the Saints scoop him up at 28, and I don't think they thought he was going to be there. Dallas, they go quarterback Derek Fisher. I again don't understand that. You have Dak Prescott. He just signed a mega deal. There's no question now after his injury. I don't get it. Tennessee, Dalton Morton, center, Alabama. That's a good pick. And the Lions are back on the clock, and they take Nick Williams, linebacker out of Air Force, and your Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. Dom Tongue, running back Stanford. And the Chargers are back on the clock. This is basically their first real pick, and it's a drop as well after taking a quarterback number 1 overall. LaShawn Sutton, middle linebacker Vanderbilt. And a quarterback does go off the board to the Lions. Joe Hoffman, wide quarterback, Boise State. And I told you, outside of the first 2 or 3, there wasn't much. Colts are on the clock. They just got they just got James Winston, and they're going to give him a nice offensive tackle. Jimmy Flanagan, left tackle at a USC. The Raiders, they go Paul Myers. So I think, honestly, Jake Tucker, I was between him and Paul Myers on who was better. We got the better of the two. Raiders got a nice pick, though. 49ers, Kevin McMillan, defensive tackle, USC. And that's a big drop right there by the Falcons. Dion Garns, left tackle, Pittsburgh, only a 60 overall. Houston, that's a nice pick. Kenya Foote, left end out of Notre Dame. Miami, Cole Robinson, center out of Stanford, 69 overall. The Bears at 9. Tavon Porter, free safety, 77 overall at number 9 in the second round. He could have gone number 9 in the first round with those ratings. So we'll see how that plays out. Denver Broncos at number 10. Anthony McCollin, defensive tackle, North Carolina. Seattle, 1 pick in front of us. Zach Anthony, tight end out of Clemson. The Giants are back on the clock, pick number 12 here. And like I said, there's no question it's Andrew Glover. He's a run support. That's the only question I have on him. UCLA. And then, like I said, Justin McLean is my next pick. And then Jonathan Foster in the third. Andrew Glover, 74 hidden. We're just killing it in this draft. 13th in true talent. He is a run support, 87 speed. That's kind of low. His tackling and zone coverage. He's not a coverage guy. He could be more suited towards linebacker. Those stats are not great in coverage. But Andrew Glover is great nonetheless. His zone coverage is kind of weak, but his man coverage is even worse. We'll have a lot to work on with him, but I mean, in the second round to get a guy like him, this is a first-round talent. This is top 7 talent, top 10. It's a great pick. And great replacement for Jabril Peppers. Jabril Peppers was an 82 overall, and he was already in the league for 4 or 5 years. Can't miss on that pick then. Pick again at 25. Washington now. Michael Gonzalez, defensive tackle. Tyrone Green, right guard out of TCU, Texas Christian University. The Philadelphia Eagles again. Chase Peterman, left tackle out of Minnesota. He's kind of a flop. There goes Junior Howard, Oklahoma, strong safety. Michael Anthony is a nice pick there by Cincinnati. And the Steelers are on the clock. They're going a wide receiver, Eric Bynes, after missing out on the Devontae Adams sweepstakes. Jamal Huff is a nice pick right there by the Bills out of Miami. Vikings are on the clock. That's a nice pick. Donald Armstead, free safety out of Alabama. The Jets are on the clock, and they're going left end Anthony Fisher. That's a nice pick as well out of Utah. Joshua Mills, left end out of Mississippi State. That's a nice pick by the Browns. They're loading up on running backs. Aaron Booth is off the board. He is a 73 overall, Florida State. And there goes Calvin Dukes. Running back, 73 overall out of Purdue. He was actually on my board for the longest time. Honestly, with running backs going, like I said, I like Jonathan Foster. McLean might last a little longer, though. He's a late first. Foster's an early. Oh, I'm going Foster right now. Jonathan Foster is the pick. 75 hidden dev. 9th in true talent. We are literally getting everybody. And he has 89 speed, 82 brake tackle, 89 carrying, trucking, stiff. I mean, across the board, everything's there. And he doesn't get hurt. Is that 4 hidden devs? This is not. This is so bad. It's not fair. We get Jonathan Foster. I'm going to do the rest of the second round, and then I'm going to sim until we are picking the third. Zach Wilson's a nice pick there by Green Bay. Will Dudley out of Ohio State to the Saints. Thomas Jones is a nice pick there by Dallas. The Falcons go left guard. The Rams, nice pick there. Tavon Tucker, cornerback, Boston College. And the Chiefs. Actually, I want to see what the Chargers do. That's a nice pick in the third round. Earl Robertson, strong safety out of Vanderbilt. Lions go Jose McFadden. Justin McLean is going to be the pick here in round number 3. He's a late first talent. He's a 74 hidden. We're literally getting everybody. That doesn't mean these guys are all going to be X Factor or even Superstar. They could just be Star, but it's working out. It's working out the way it's working out. I didn't take a look at his stats. 84 speed. His run block's kind of weak. Catching, route running. He's a short route runner. We killed it so far in the draft. I mean, look at these overalls. I mean, you can't even complain about any of them. We don't pick again now here until late third. And Donovan Jackson is on there, mid first. If he is hidden dev, we just literally just took everybody, and he's normal. 75. He's 11 in true talent, though. I was about to say, did we just clear the board? I didn't take a look at his stats. My fault. 94 speed, 94 acceleration, 85 catching. Route running is kind of weak outside of the short route runner. That is why he is a slot guy, but overall pretty solid. Like I said, third round pick, late third, and he's got first round numbers. I like Chuck Freeman. I don't think he's going to be anything crazy here. Okay. I was wrong. 69 hidden in the fourth round. His run blocking's kind of weak. His package protection looks pretty good. I can't complain. We're, what, 5 of 6 hidden devs? We got another pick coming up here in 2 picks. Do I go Ezekiel Spears? No, I'm going to take Wyatt Foote. I'm going to strengthen our offensive line. He's a late third, and he's a 69 hidden. What is happening? He's a pass ball. Oh, he actually looks better than the other guy we just took. There's 3 offensive linemen hidden dev. 5th round. Nice running back pick there by the Jets. And Marion Schaefer is our last guy on here. 68. Normal. He's average. Maybe a practice squad guy. Spencer Norwell was a mid-third. His numbers don't look super great, but I'm going to take a risk on him. He's a 62 normal, and yeah, I dropped the ball there. But I need offensive line or defensive line help, and here's to hoping that was a hidden gem there. It's our last pick in the draft. I'm going to work out Tony Tiller at kicker. 66. Not the best. Hoping for like that, wow, X Factor guy. You know, I'm going to take a punter here too. Do I give him a 5 next year, though? Will they take Jonathan Harrison? Okay. We'll take Dalton Campbell here, punter out of Oregon State. Hidden Dev! The trade-up was worth it. Oh, man. Or the trade was worth it, I guess. Wow. We're going to have a punter and kicking competition here. That's a nice pick there. Check out the draft recap. Our draft was very, very good. I don't think Mike Lennon's still on the roster. At least he shouldn't be. If he is, I want that number. He is still on roster. Yeah, Shari Schaefer, you are not wearing 2. That number has been reserved for a while. I gotta make sure no retired numbers get picked up anyway. They gotta just shut that off in Madden. Because that's... Just give me an 80s number. There, you're in the new Darius Slayton. Yeah, I'll give you 81. His morale went down because he's on the Giants. That is David Amara. Actually, I'm going to go speed. Riddell speed. Yeah, I like the speed better than the speed flex on him. Jake Tucker, our new rookie center. I'm going to have Jake Tucker wear 55. There we go, 55, Jake Tucker. And overall, I think his setup looks pretty good. Air advantage, XP. Actually, I'm doing the pro. He's chilling with everything. Honestly, that all looks pretty good. Overall, I like that. Chuck Freeman. All right, let's take a look at the other guys around the league. Let's see what other teams hit it on. Actually, let me check and see what Brandon Sears is. He's hidden. He looks pretty solid, too. But why is the question. If you're the Chargers, why is your hidden dev pick, basically? Because everybody, for the most part, gets one. Cardinals didn't have like any draft picks. If you're hidden dev pick, why would you waste it on a quarterback? Just my thoughts. Barner, not bad, but not great. Rhodes got to be good. Yeah, he is a freaking animal. Wearing number 19 at linebacker. He is a beast. Whitworth is solid. Raiders did well for once. Croft. pretty solid. Like I said, that 69 overall looks pretty interesting there, but he ends up being pretty solid. Warmack, he's not hidden. Connor Hill, Philly has 2 hidden devs. They took the linebacker, and they take Connor Hill, first wide receiver off the board, USC. What's his speed looking like? 90. Yeah, he's pretty good. But no, Philly, I think, had a great draft. Rhodes, I said, was good. I honestly thought Rhodes was going to go. I didn't think he was going to go at 3rd overall. I thought he was going to hang around. That's why I said about taking Amara like really soon, like at 2 or 3 or whatever, and then thinking I was still going to get a chance to get Rhodes later on. That's a nice pick by the Jets, cornerback. At number, what, 11? We took Tucker at 12. They get a nice defense, a defensive end there. Not a hidden dev, though. Back-to-back non-hidden dev. Oh, I was going to say, did Philly just get all kind of great players? Whitaker. Yeah, it's Whitaker. Whitaker is good. He's just not hidden dev. That's literally the only downfall of him. He is good. I think Philly had the best draft. Sharpton's good. Hambrick is not hidden. Walls is hidden. Low overall, so he's going to have a lot of climbing to do. McLean is hidden. Burnett, the first tight end off the board, is not hidden. He's a 76 overall. We get the first hidden tight end then, I would assume. Jalen Ramsey is normal. 90 speed. Three wide receivers in a row. Deontay Franklin is normal. And then Sheffield is hidden. So it looks like the Packers got the best out of the 3. Ricky Barrett is normal. So aside from that, I mean, he looked pretty good. Like I said, he wasn't first round, but who knows? Isaac Barnett was last year with me with the Derek Fisher, hidden dev. Who knew? Isaac Barnett, though, went in my Chargers franchise to the Saints in the first round in the first draft we played. Nick Williams. Dom Tong, hidden dev for the Chiefs. Just what they needed. Yeah, we already saw Sutton isn't. Joe Hoffman. Nope. Like I said, there was a few good ones, and if you missed, you missed. Jimmy Flanagan, though, to the Colts, that's big. Paul Myers, there is the Raiders. McMillan. Kenya Foote. Cole Robinson. It's a nice pick by Miami. Good to see that they're starting to do something. Tavon Porter is normal. I thought he was, like, the baddest in the draft. He's already the 26th ranked safety in the league. Free safety. Broncos got 2 hiddens. Hidden safety there for Seattle. Glover obviously was phenomenal by us. Tyrone Green hidden. Arizona's trying to straighten that offensive line. Junior Howard, normal. Michael Anthony, normal. It's still a good pick by Cincinnati. Mid-second. Eric Bynes, normal for the Steelers. Armstead's normal. Aaron Booth, hidden. The Browns always seem to draft really well at running back. Calvin Dukes. He was only normal. So me switching my idea at running back really worked out because I took Foster next and he's hidden and he's 2 overalls higher. So that worked out. Not planned originally, Thomas Jones. I thought he was a lot better than that, honestly. In terms of like hidden dev and like his overall maybe being like mid 70s, not low 70s. Chargers might be the losers of the draft. Eagles and Colts and Denver might be your winners. I mean, we're the obvious winners, but aside from us. It's nice. Mark Blythe was actually really solid. That's, good for them. I didn't think he was actually that good. From the insight that I had, yeah, Donovan Jackson. From the insight that I had, I just didn't expect that. So Whitaker is the top. They got the 2 top overalls. And it's Porter, Amaro, Tucker, Sharpton, Burnett, Ramsey, Jackson, Boone, McLean. Foster, Stanley, Lynch, Stapleton, Andrews. Lynch was what round? 4? Oh, Philly has to be the winners of the draft. Stanley. There were how many hidden dev tight ends in this thing? I'm looking at like the 3rd. Any late round guys? 4th round. It's a nice pick. 5th round. How are they not the winners of the draft? How about Grant? Nothing crazy there. Hoffman, is he going to be the starter there? Like, did they go out and sign anybody yet? Jalen Hurts for another year. I told you, these quarterbacks, besides the top 4. Sears, Amaro, and Barrett. Fisher, I guess, maybe. Depending on what that hidden dev is, but it's going to regress. So that's the draft. We'll advance to preseason week 1, see what the free agent, who wants to mentor a rookie. It's Saquon Barkley and Foster. We're going to do long-term development because obviously Barkley is our guy. It's a nice sit down with Barkley, though. Got a great 2-headed back now. +5 finesse move for all linebackers for the next 6 weeks. I was going to say, don't tell me Ben got signed. Tyson Alualu. Gladly. And then I'm going to grab Samson and Bukum. Our roster is still 15 short of the preseason roster. I'm going to keep Nick Gates at center. And Tucker's going to be my right tackle. Tucker, Hernandez, Gates. Foot is on the edge of passing Lemieux, and then Thomas. So Lemieux and Gates are the 2, and Hernandez. So we have 1 new starter, and it's at right tackle, Kyle Tucker. Leonard Williams, Abukum, Alu, P.J. Johnson, Spencer Noel, DeMarco's on, Ojolari, Blake Martinez, Tay Crowder, and then I'm going to switch Odenabo and Jimenez. Bradbury, Jackson, Akuda, Holmes, Logan Ryan. Glover's going to be the starter over Julian Love. And honestly, McKinney's going to be the starter over Logan Ryan. Graham Gano is the kicker. And honestly, Campbell's going to be the starting punter going into the preseason. That's it. That's the offseason. I will see you guys. I'm going to do some preseason stuff. I'm not sure what yet. But actually, real quick, let's take a look at the schedule. What our regular season schedule is going to look like. Week 1 versus Washington. Falcons, Houston, Colts, Eagles week 5, Washington again, 49ers, Packers, Cowboys, Vikings, Bears, Eagles, Jaguars, Cowboys, Titans, Bengals. We close out against the Lions week 18. How many primetime games? None. We're going to change that. I'll see you guys next time.